I have not felt like being... Is anyone else like this? Like the past 2 months? It's okay. I mean, if you are over the computer, great. Get yourself in the gym. Get yourself walking through nature for a little bit. Read a book. Find a passion. Work out whatever you want your job to be for life. But sometimes, and this is something that's strange to me, sometimes people will message me and say, Josh, I've played a game for 5,000 hours. I don't find it fun anymore. What do I do? I'm like, play another game. It's entertained you for 5,000 hours. That's way more than anything should ever be able to do. You've done phenomenally well to get that far. It's okay. You can play another game. It's okay. You can do that. And sometimes, have you ever sat down to, I mean, I find this most common with MMORPGs, but I think it also happens with other game styles. You sit down, you turn on the console or the PC or whatever, you boot the game up, the main menu kicks in, you load a previous save, and like 2 or 3 minutes in, you just think, I'm not feeling it. I don't know why. It's just not grabbing me. I feel like I'm going through the motions. I feel like I'm fulfilling an obligation. I feel like I'm sitting down to complete a chore instead of excitedly running home from school or work and then, logging into an adventure fantasy that I'm enjoying and want to experience and go through. Sometimes I do very much feel like I am just almost fulfilling an obligation to myself. And I have to stop myself and say, hang on, why am I fulfilling an obligation that I feel to myself when I'm not having fun? Here's one thing that I saw on Reddit recently, and I am a filthy Reddit user, and I'm sorry, and I apologize to everyone, but the subreddit MMORPG, there are so many posts on there every week of, I'm not enjoying my game, what do I do? Play another game. Do something else. It's a hobby. It's okay. You don't need to do it all the time. One of the posts I saw on Reddit was someone saying, I want to quit WoW, but I feel guilty for letting my raid team down. And I'm thinking, it's not a professional sport. This isn't your livelihood. It's a hobby. While I understand that you will have a team of people relying on you, the team of people should be your friends, and they should understand if you say, hey, this isn't a fun part of my life anymore. This isn't an enjoyable bit of my life. I'm going to go and do something else. I'm going to stop this for a bit. Totally okay. If I'm playing RuneScape hardcore with a couple of friends and one of my friends is like, you know what, guys, I'm not really enjoying this anymore. I'm going to do something else. Sweet. Go and do that. When you feel ready, we'll still be here. That's how it works. But people very much seem to value the achievement hunting over the actual experience. Have you ever done something in a game because you get an achievement for doing it, and you would have never done this had there not been an achievement? This is proof that the getting of the achievement is more important than the journey the achievement took you on to get it. And sometimes people say to me, oh man, I wish MMOs were how they used to be, where people just did things for fun. Okay, cool. People do still do things for fun. But what you have to understand is it's very difficult to do something for fun when you don't get that dopamine hit of achievement completed for doing it. If you have to be completely self-reliant on setting your own goals and achieving your own random things, and achieving them is only validated by you saying you've achieved them instead of the game agreeing you achieved them, or even a leaderboard showing other players that you achieved them, people are going to be far less motivated to do it, because a lot of people are pushed by external factors, not their own intrinsic, I'm proud of myself for doing it thing. And it sucks. People often say to me, oh, I wish MMOs were more social. If anything, they've got the ability to be more social than they ever were, with more chats available and more ways to connect. What they don't have is the necessity to communicate anymore. And if you force the necessity in by designing a game where you have to talk to people, people are going to quit, because the people that wanted to talk to people already are. And the people that don't want to talk to people aren't going to appreciate being forced to. So you're not really kind of helping anyone out there, which kind of sucks.